I'm slow, right?
Mentally.
Oh my God, mentally, okay. I'm talking about I'm slow in the boxing ring, right?
Mentally.
I'm talking about the boxing ring, what you was talking about. I'm slow, right?
Mentally.
Okay, you gonna see. I promise you, gonna see.
Teo, to Shakur's point, you seem to be the guy that rises to the level of your competition. When you were going against Loma, people felt you were the underdog. Josh Taylor, the same thing. And those are the fights where you really showcased your skills and abilities and upset the odds. Is this another fight where you're coming in there with that mentality to upset the odds?
Just put them in front of me and I'll beat them. Not about the odds. It's about, I guess defining them. You define the odds. Everybody's against you, great. That's when you know you're doing great. I put a thing out there. It's like, if you want to be liked in this sport, be a good boxer. You want to be loved in the sport, be the best boxer. But if you want to be hated in this sport, including the odds, be the greatest boxer.
When two fighters who've known each other since they were kids finally sit down face to face, you expect tension. But what happened between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez went way beyond a normal press conference.
Shot at me, so I felt like it was a little bit of jealousy.
No, I just didn't give enough. That's all.
Cool.
I just didn't give enough about it all.
Yeah, but when you said in the comments,
up,
you said something there. I think he's an attention seeker. So even with the racist comments, even with the homo stuff that he was doing, I think he's just a big attention seeker. He gonna do anything to get attention on him, and I think it's gonna backfire come January 31st.
Realistically, he believes he's the best, and I know I'm the best, and that's why we're getting to this point now. He wants to challenge himself. I'm here for it. I'm here to challenge myself every time.
January 31st, 2026, Madison Square Garden in New York. That's when Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez will finally fight each other. This isn't just another boxing match. Both fighters are 28 years old. Both are undefeated champions, and both have been waiting years for this moment. Stevenson is moving up in weight to challenge Lopez for the WBO super lightweight title. If he wins, he becomes a 4-division world champion. Lopez is defending his belt for the 4th time. He's from Brooklyn. Stevenson is from Newark, New Jersey. The whole New York area will be watching. These two first met back in 2011 when they were still kids in amateur boxing. They both remember seeing each other at the Junior Golden Gloves tournament. Lopez was wearing a white tank top and red trunks, just beating up his opponent. Stevenson noticed him right away. They were in different weight classes back then, but both were winning everything. Stevenson said,
Crazy. So like when I first kind of got aware of Teo, was probably before he even knew me. But I used to get on YouTube, and I used to watch like the DMV fight, and I seen one of his fights up there, and I kind of watched him. I thought he was a good fighter, and that's when I kind of got a first whiff of Teo. But when I finally first met him, probably was the same time you talking about.
Lopez remembered the same tournament.
That's what I noticed. We were both cleaning up our divisions leading up to the finals. He ended up winning. I ended up, coming in.
They even sparred together once, just 3 rounds, nothing serious, but both fighters paid attention. Stevenson said it wasn't really enough to learn much. Lopez claims he started figuring Stevenson out as the rounds went on. Either way, they both walked away thinking they could beat each other. But here's where things get interesting. As they both turned pro, their relationship changed. Stevenson started feeling like Lopez was jealous of him. He thought Lopez got certain opportunities first, like the big fight against Vasily Lomachenko. Stevenson was calling for that fight, but Lopez got it instead. Stevenson explained,
I was good with Teo. I thought Teo was a little jealous of me. That's what I thought.
Yeah, he was getting the fights that you were calling for Loma. He got Loma.
Yeah.
Did you see him as a future foe?
I think that everything just plays out the way it does, and eventually we was gonna end up meeting up with each other eventually. I had never seen any jealousy in my part with him. I mean, for crying out loud, he fought for Team USA, he got a silver medal. And,
not during them times though,
and
bro.
the whole thing
not
was
during them times.
pushed.
I'm speaking on the times where I felt like you had a push start. You got you used to be ahead of me far as like, ESPN only like black fighters and all that kind of stuff. And when you said that, I kind of felt like it was a shot at me. So I felt like it was a little bit of jealousy.
Lopez didn't see that way at all.
No, I just didn't give enough. That's all.
Cool.
I just didn't give enough about it.
That's when you could see the real tension starting to build. These weren't just two guys promoting a fight. There was real history here, real feelings. During their face-to-face interview, Lopez said something that really got under Stevenson's skin. He called Stevenson slow. Not mentally slow, but slow in the ring. Stevenson couldn't believe it.
Respect. Only thing that I kind of took away, he got on a podcast, I want to say he said that I was slow. And that's the part where I'm like, okay, he's going to be very surprised come fight night to where it's like, you really thought I was slow? Like, is that something like you put in your brain and thought it was about to come out?
Lopez also said he might not just beat Stevenson, he might make him quit in the fight. Stevenson shot back immediately. "Make me quit is crazy. I don't got no quit in me." The room got tense, really tense. At one point, staff members had to step in and physically separate them because they were jaw to jaw, almost ready to fight right there. Roy Jones Jr., the legendary boxer, talked about how different this was from the old days. Back then, if someone disrespected you like that, you wouldn't wait for the official fight. You'd try to fight them right there at the press conference. If you disrespect me on any level, we're fighting then. I would tell them, listen, don't let me get close to him, because if I get close to him, I promise you I'm going to lay him out right now. The trash talk continued. Lopez's father even jumped in, defending his son's record. Stevenson kept pointing out that Lopez never fought truly elite fighters as a southpaw. Lopez fired back that Stevenson never lost to an orthodox fighter either. So what's the difference?
Something that he said earlier, he said, Tio never lost to a southpaw. Well, I never lost to an orthodox. So it ain't no different, but...
The difference is you never fought no elite fighter.
Okay, I don't think y'all did either.
Oh, so you gotta show it, baby.
I don't
Pressure's
think y'all
on
did
you.
either. I ain't see...
Not on my son.
I ain't seen Lomachenko throw no punches.
You've never been on a big stage like this.
I didn't see Lomachenko.
Then came the debate about who's more athletic. Some people think Lopez has the physical advantage because he's bigger, more explosive, and hits harder. Others say Stevenson is the better pure boxer with superior speed and ring smarts. Stevenson was confident about the size difference. Teo's not that much bigger than me. I think he's a little muscular, but that don't mean nothing. Muscle don't win fights. Lopez believes his power will be the deciding factor. A lot of these guys can say things about me not knocking them out, but they don't come and try to fight me after they feel this power. It carries. It does carry. Eddie Hearn, the famous boxing promoter, thinks Stevenson doesn't get enough credit.
Shakur is massively underrated in terms of his achievements and his ability. Everyone in boxing knows how good Shakur is. He is pound for pound, top 5 in terms of quality. But look at the achievements of the young man. At 28 years of age, he's already a 3-division world champion. This is to become a 4-division world champion.
But Hearn also respects Lopez.
Quite remarkable, and Teofimo always rises to the occasion. Sometimes you see a little bit of a lackluster performance when he's not motivated, when there isn't kind of any legacy on the line. This is different. This is a sold-out Madison Square Garden between two of the elite fighters of our generation. And the best thing about this fight is we're seeing...
Buddy McGirt, a Hall of Fame trainer, broke down the styles perfectly. He said Lopez is explosive and flashy. Stevenson is more subtle and relaxed. It's all about control, McGirt explained. Lopez tries to overwhelm you with athleticism and power. Stevenson controls the distance and timing, making you miss and making you frustrated. McGirt thinks Stevenson is special. He's the best at that weight. No one's going to beat him at that weight. But he also warned that if Lopez wants to pull off the upset, he needs to be smart.
What's Teo, if he can pull it, like if you were his trainer, what would be the game plan, you think, to try to pull off what would be an upset?
You gotta be double smart. You can't go in there and think you're gonna bully him. You can't think you're gonna go in there and palm him out. You gotta be extra smart.
Tim Bradley, another former champion, focused on the footwork. He said Lopez has a small pause before he explodes with his punches. That's when Stevenson can step back and make him miss. Shakur is a master at controlling distance. He takes away your positioning. When Teo takes a big step in, Shakur takes a big step back. Stevenson is training in Colorado Springs at high altitude with Terence Crawford, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. The thin air makes everything harder, but it also makes your lungs stronger and your conditioning better. Stevenson is preparing for a full 12-round war. His trainer said,
"So far, it came going great. We about a month away from fight day. Everything going according to plan. Core look great, man, great. He getting the rounds in. Everything going according to schedule. We coming for the victory. You know, me as a trainer, I don't train to go the distance. I think that's wear and tear on the body. You put all the work in camp to make the fight night as easy as possible."
Lopez is training in New York, close to home. He loves fighting in Madison Square Garden. Brooklyn, baby. Brooklyn all the way. My people go hard for me. When asked about Terence Crawford helping Stevenson, Lopez didn't seem bothered. No, not at all. I don't think there's friends in this sport. This is a fight business. Lopez explained his game plan. If you look for the knockout, you won't get it. It's all about setting a good pace early in the beginning rounds. I don't see him going those 12 rounds. This is his first time moving up to 140. It's going to be a rude awakening for Shakur. Stevenson sees this fight as his legacy moment. This is a fight that's going to put me top 5 pound for pound. This fight is going to tell everybody how good I am. He also addressed Lopez's trash talk and controversial comments. I think he's an attention seeker, even with the racist comments, even with the homo stuff that he was doing. I think he's just a big attention seeker. He's going to do anything to get attention on him. I think it's going to backfire come January 31st. Keyshawn Davis, who's fighting on the same card, knows both fighters very well. We all know what's at stake. We've been knowing Teofimo since we were 12 or 13 years old in the amateurs. We've all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro, having to fight each other. Ryan Garcia picked Stevenson to win and even bet money on it. He thinks Stevenson's speed, defense, and ring intelligence will be too much for Lopez. But Paulie Malignaggia warned that Lopez is most dangerous when people count him out. We've seen him at his best when his back's to the wall and he's counted out. He's going to be counted out in this fight. People are going to side with Shakur because he's the more consistent fighter. But Teofimo has a way when you're so good and you know you're so damn good and everybody feels like you gotta beat him. The fight is part of a huge night of boxing worldwide. There are major cards in the UK, Puerto Rico, and Denmark, all happening the same night. But Stevenson versus Lopez is the main event everyone's talking about. This fight matters for American boxing too. Terence Crawford just retired. Tank Davis had a weird year with a draw and a canceled fight. The sport needs this fight to be big and exciting. Lopez said it best. This is two of the guys that they say is the best of the best about to lace it up in beautiful Madison Square Garden, the mecca of boxing. Stevenson added, "This dude is in my way. I'm chasing greatness. You are the guy. You fought kings. You've been the guy for years and years." Both fighters believe they're going to win. Stevenson thinks his superior skills will expose Lopez's mistakes. Lopez thinks his power and athleticism will break Stevenson down. Only one can be right. January 31st will give us the answer.